Hey guys, welcome back to Toy Garage. In this episode, I will talk about customizing Gundam plastic model with 3D print parts. Is it a good idea? Let's check it out. I love building Gundam model and I always want to customize them to fit my personal style. I've tried to do it using traditional modeling technique and, to be honest, I have ruined every each of them. And someday, I gave up. The process of customizing a plastic model in traditional way is boring, repetitive, and I don't have that kind of skilled and patient. Once I got a 3D printer, I wonder, can I customize a Gundam model kit using 3D print technology? I have tried it and this is the result. Before talking about the custom parts, let me give you some information of this stock kit. It is the Bandai 144 scale high-grade Beyond Global Gundam built in 2020. The gimmick for this model kit are: first, the ratio between different parts of the body is very different from the other old Gundam models. The most obvious are the slim lower torso and the long upper leg. And second, the articulation of this kit is also different from the old models. A number of unusual poses are shown on the kit box. It looks great and I like it. But according to my personal favor, I need to emphasize again that it is according to my personal favor. I'm sorry to tell you that Gundam model always contains some design that I don't like. This one is no exception. Now let me talk about the parts that I don't like with this kit. First, the shoulder armor is too big. I want either a smaller one or a FreeCAD style armor. And second, the front skirt armor. It is too short, narrow and thin. It looks like a swimming briefs. I want something to cover more and look thick. And lastly, the foot. It is the same design of the RG Gundam. I just don't like it. Now let's talk how Gundam model kit is customized using traditional technique. Take this left side skirt armor as an example. If I'm going to customize it using traditional modeling technique, I will do the following. Since I want to make it thicker and bigger, I would glue a P-shaped thin styling board over the top of the stock armor part. And afterward, fill the border with putty, sand them or cut them to the shape that I want. And of course, do it again for the right side, and the two parts need to be symmetric. There are of course other approaches, let's say to make a full sketch build. I'm not going to go through that, and I don't have much experience with such boring process. So how to do it with 3D printer? Basically, I will create a custom part to replace the stock one, and I will consider this criteria. First, I need to build the same interface of the stock part. Let's say this ball end of the front skirt armor, I need to make it again on the custom parts. And second, I will avoid small decorative detail. The printer cannot print them good. And I will also avoid moving joint. I will also considering splitting the part into multiple subparts for easy printing and easy polishing. For example, the foot plum here is separated into 2 parts in this way. And I also need to consider the undersurface limitation of 3D printing. Okay, enough for theory, let's go through what I have done with this kit. The customization includes 3 sections: the shoulder armor, the front skirt armors, and the feet. Let me show you how I create a digital model with FreeCAD using the shoulder armor as an example. This is the shoulder armor. It is basically the simplified version of the shoulder armor of the famous FreeCAD Gundam. It used the same interface with the stock shoulder armor and therefore it can be installed directly. Let me show you how it is created in FreeCAD. FreeCAD builds 3D objects by continuously adding and subtracting of other 3D objects. And this is the first object, which is the front cross-section of the shoulder armor. Now let me add the front chamfered armor by using the lock function of 2 non-parallel surfaces. And afterward, use mirror function to create the another copy. In the first step, I made the cutting near the top of the armor. And in the 4th step, I hollowed the middle. In the 5th step, I create a hole as the same interface of the stock armor. Finally, I create the iconic FreeCAD cutting on the front and rear surface. These are the parts for the front skirt. I have separated the square block away from the main armor for easy polishing. These are the parts for the foot. The part in gray is the original polycap. Now let's take a close look, a very close look to the pinouts. Yes, I know, they look odd though. There are many problems with the pinouts, and the most critical issue is if you look very close, you find all the surface of the printout is rough, especially when compare them with the stock parts. If you are going to build a model kit with all the way perfectly smooth surface, you still have a lot of work to do. And in addition, the PLA material that I'm using is hard to be removed by sandpaper or even a metal filer, which will make the polishing work much more harder. Let's get back to the model kit. Without a close look, I am super satisfied with the result. It is now way closer to my preferred style. It gives me a feeling of the FreeCAD Gundam with a slim body. Because those custom parts resemble the style from the iconic parts of the FreeCAD Gundam, I love it. Also pay attention to the chamfer of the custom parts. They are all printed flat and explicitly visible. And of course, the left and the right parts are perfectly symmetric. That's really great. Now it is the time to answer this question. Is 3D print good for customizing Gundam model? I would say the good It saves a lot of time by using digital software to design your parts, since the software can render the outlook of the item in a pretty realistic 3D view, and therefore you can review, adjust, and review again your design within a few minutes without the physical printout. So prototyping is extremely fast. The bad, you still need to do a lot of polishing work in order to make your custom parts in par with the stock parts. And my answer is 3D print is good for customizing Gundam plastic model. I am super satisfied with the process of creating Gundam model in the digital platform. I have even built a full scratch 1/100 scaled Gundam in FreeCAD. I am satisfied with my works and I really enjoy the process. Furthermore, 3D print technology is evolving. I hope and I expect that printout can be made better and better in the coming future. This is the end of this episode. If you like this video, please subscribe, share it, and hit the like button. Really appreciate your support. Stay tuned. Bye bye.